Sips and Stories would like to thank the following sponsors for your continued support. Welcome to Sips and Stories, where your journey matters, your story inspires, and every episode is a space to uncover what truly makes people thrive. Join me as we dive into real conversation with amazing guests, each one sharing the moments, lessons, and experiences that shaped who they are today. I'd love to hear from you, too. What's your journey? What's your story? And most importantly, what makes you thrive? We'll see you on the next story. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'm Sandy. This is Sips and Stories. Today I have Leah with me. Leah, if you can introduce yourself and tell everybody what it is that you do.
I'm Leah Ward, and I own Leah's All Occasion Baskets, and I am the basket lady, the queen of all baskets.
Now, I know way back the basket lady used to be where she actually
Drove
around.
Yeah.
But you actually, I should have actually had you bring some of your baskets today, because you put together some beautiful packages.
Thank you so much.
Where did that all start?
During COVID, there was just a lot of heaviness, I think, in the world, but specifically internally with myself. I had just battled my breast cancer, and then I was sent home from work because the world shut down. And then I was not a fan of all the TikTok trends, and I don't like to cook, only like to eat, so I was trying to figure out ways.
She's my kind of gal.
Yes, I'm like, no, I would like to, certain people in my family were struggling. Someone I knew had committed suicide, so there's just a lot of things going on in the world, a lot of grief at that time, and I wanted a way to send love, and my love language has always been gift giving, so it kind of just started small and then became what it was.
Wow. And now you provide gift baskets for any occasion. Now, so are you originally from Colorado?
No, I'm originally from Florida, Miami, Florida. Lived there 30 plus years. I don't want to give my age away too much, but several decades.
You came here when you were 2.
Yeah, no, 38. I've been here almost 13 years, so it's getting to be home, right? So
yeah, 13 years. Wow.
Yeah, 13 years here already. It's flown by.
And it's changed a lot, right?
It has.
Yeah. So what brought you here then?
Change. My mom at that time was divorced, and my brothers were out of the house, and so we just said, well, let's pick someplace on the map that we knew we'd have all the seasons, because Florida only has one, hot and hotter. So I said, let's look at the map, and we said, let's try Colorado.
Come on, you didn't pick Minnesota?
No, that was my second choice, Andy,
was it?
It was so close, but it lost. It lost to Colorado, so sorry. I don't mean to burst your bubble, but here we are.
But so you grew up in Florida then?
Yes.
Oh, what part?
Born and raised. So Broward County, Fort Lauderdale area. As a little girl, I was in the Miami area, but once I started going into high school, I was in Pembroke Pines, Florida. So Broward County area. So yeah.
I bet that was fun.
It was. I mean, I was not looking like Casper, when I was there. I was a lot tanner.
I was wondering what you were looking at.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, ooh, Casper legs don't really speak to me, but it's fine. That's what happens when you come here.
You were nice and bronzed.
I was very bronzed, but
do you tan pretty easily though, if you actually are out in the sun?
Yes, I learned that Colorado sun is not Miami sun,
No, it is
so
not.
you will burn quite
Yeah.
quickly and differently. It's so much closer to the sun. So.
Yes.
Yeah, I learned quickly. No, just stay away.
So you came out here with your mom though.
I did.
And what kind of transition was that for her because of the altitude? I mean, I know that the altitude is, different for everybody. What was that
It
like
is.
for the two of you?
For me, it was actually tougher. I started for a whole year. I had nosebleeds and my ears would pop, and it took a lot. For my mom, oddly enough, even though she has all her disabilities and stuff, she acclimated quite quickly, and she loved it. So yeah, it actually worked out better for her than me.
Yeah. And so she has disabilities, and can I share? I mean, do you mind talking about? Because I think that she lives with you, right? I mean,
yes, I'm her full-time caregiver.
Have you always lived together, or was it after moving here that?
Oh no, for the majority of my life, even when I was married, in and out, I have been somewhat of a caretaker to my mom since I was about 12.
Oh, wow.
That's how long she's been sick, since 92. So it's just progressively gone from her lupus to CRPS to her emphysema, her COPD, her asthma, and things have just, unfortunately advanced.
Yeah.
So now she needs 100% full-time care.
So she has asthma, and she did better out here than you.
Yes. And I don't know if it was the humidity
Just the dry air,
but she does do better out here. She needs her nebulizer and stuff like that way less than when she was in Florida, oddly enough. So yeah, it's been good for her.
Yeah. Well, it's great that you can be there for her and for all her needs. And is she more mobile, or is she now stuck at home? And
yes.
So you bring the entertainment to her.
Always. And if it's not me, it's my friends that I'm sure are gonna hear in the background.
All right.
So.
Well, that would be my point.
Yes. 100%. Yes. I mean, she knew what she created, right? So, up until I was 12, she had a big part to do with that. So, yes, I do try to entertain her, and we watch movies. We love movies. But she is mobility-wise getting worse and worse, right? She can essentially get to the bathroom with some assistance with her wheelchair or her walker and cane. But she's already lost vision in one eye, so now she's just got the one eye to work off of, so that's been a little challenging for her. So yeah, she does need full-time care, and that's why I am 100% her full-time caregiver.
And how does that affect you as far as like your social? I know that you do get out, but it's just kind of like, I know that you probably have to pick and choose where you are.
Correct.
Unlike, I was told on the radio show just a few days ago that I'm out all the time.
And you're like, really? Am I? It's good, right? That people believe that.
Right?
Because people tell me that all the time, you're everywhere. That's so great.
Yeah, I know.
Meanwhile, I'm in my pajamas, watching movies. But that's great. That's the point of what social media, can do for that. It gives the illusion that you're everywhere all at once. But no, I am where I need to be. I do have to be selective with where I'm going, what I'm doing, the time frame that it takes. It depends. Some days, I have had days where I completely clear my calendar because she needs me. So
I'm gonna go back into like school ages. Was that on your list of not wanting to talk about?
No, you can go there.
Up until 12, you had a great,
I did.
You had great experiences, whatever. I'm sure you had more experiences after 12 as well.
I did, unfortunately.
When you were younger, though, in grade school type, did you have a desire of what you wanted to do when you were young?
I came out knowing I was going to be a teacher. My mom used to buy me little chalkboards as a little girl, and I never changed out through. And then by the time I was 18, I became just that. So I think that's always, kids have always been my passion. I absolutely love kids. So I knew that's where, even as a little kid, right, all my cousins wanted to play. I just want to play with my little cousins that were babies. So I knew I was very different in that way. But yeah, I've always had a passion for teaching, especially children.
And what about sports? Were you in any kind of sports? No.
No, sports.
No,
I watch sports. Again, I was a bookworm for sure. Yeah, I definitely loved reading. R.L. Stein was like my favorite. The Babysitter's Club. I was huge into that.
I was going to say, I don't know that, but okay.
Yes,
I do
it's a
read
big genre.
sometimes.
It's youth, so I don't know that you'd be reading R.L.
in the book, so I'm assuming then that you were a good student, or did you just try?
I was really good at English. The one thing that I struggled with always was math. I did have epilepsy as a young child, so we learned that really kind of hindered me. It was like I was like such a high level in English, right? I was in college level English and reading and all those things, but I was nowhere. I won't say where I was at, but I was low. I was in elementary school in my math. And
well,
so
she's
because
not
of that,
saying where she is, and then she says,
yeah, I was like, yeah, it's fine. I'm old enough to say it's fine. We're past those times. Like, I know how to work the monies. But yeah, so I never got to go into like special classes or anything like that. Math was always my downfall. But yeah, I was actually decent in school.
Yeah, that's cool. And so you said you, up through 18, you were teaching? Did you go to college then? Or?
No, I went to college for a year and a half. I had my own physical stuff that was going on at that time, some medical stuff, as well as my mom was still sick, right? And I was still at home.
And you said that happened at like 12?
I was 12. She got in a car accident, and then it was just like a spiral effect and that kind of thing. Yeah.
So what were your aspirations then when you went to college? Was that to get a teaching degree?
It was, yeah. I wanted to do special needs.
Oh.
Just because I had epilepsy, just because I don't know, I have an infinite love for children with disabilities as well. So that was going to be my main thing.
They're so loving, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they just, I could just soak in all what they offer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just have that extra chromosome of love. I don't know how to explain it, but yes, and it was just a passion of mine. So that's what I was leading towards.
So what kind of fun things did you get to do in Florida then when you were growing up? Because you were by water.
Okay, yeah, the beach, obviously. Orlando's a big thing, going to Disney.
Did you go a lot? Since you were a resident of Florida,
yes.
Don't you get,
yes.
They give discounts, right?
They do, and it became family, and then once you start getting into your teenage years, then you want to go like to Halloween Horror Nights and hang out with your friends, and it becomes different, but I've been going since I was a little girl. Yeah, I think that's, as a Floridian, what you do. That is your vacation. You don't leave the state, but you go to Orlando. That's how your parents get away with it. Like, we're taking you to Disney. Girl. That's it, girl. We're not going to the Bahamas, so...
Well, and growing up in Minnesota, that's kind of how it was for us. I never really wanted to go anywhere else because our family, anytime we went somewhere, it was all of us together, 8 kids in one car with my mom and dad, right? And it was a big station wagon, and we went to see cousins all over the state. Okay, I say all over the state. It was probably like 2 or 3 different households, but it was just kind of like, every time we went somewhere, it was always so much more fun that I never knew that there was anything else until I grew older.
Right, but that's awesome that's the case, right?
Yeah.
You didn't.
Did you travel anywhere outside of Florida though, or was Colorado like you decided you guys are moving and then that's it, or had you gone around to different areas outside of Florida before you
decided on Colorado? No, Colorado was the first place, but we were gonna look into Arizona and New Mexico. Those were the 3 top of the list, but when I started Googling like best cities, and obviously Colorado Springs 13 years ago was the best city.
And
I just came out here.
Because of the great people that are
here. 100%. And it just happened. I went to the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. It was just like the mountains were breathtaking, and so I just felt it when I came here that there was no need to look any further.
So you came here, you moved here then, and then that's when you went, or you actually traveled?
So I've never been here before. I came out for a week. My mom said, go out there, right? She physically couldn't while she was taking care of things at home, and go ahead and let me know how it looks, try to get a place if we can. And so that's what I did for a week, and I did find a place, and I was able to do all those things, and we were able to move within a month. So yeah, it was pretty quick in that scenario, but I had never been here until that time.
Well, how did you get into the gift basket business? All about baskets?
Yes, all occasion baskets. I do them all.
How did you get into that? Because I know that you said a little bit about it in the beginning, but I'm just curious about where it all started for you. Okay, 2020 or
Yes.
the pandemic was just kind of negative, and you wanted to bring the joy.
Yes.
But how did you build it from there?
Yeah, so started real on the marketplaces here and there. Once I did it to internally to family and friends, they gave me really good feedback. They're like, well, you should actually like at least try and sell them or do something, not just give them away. And so I said, okay, I'll start doing it. I did a couple on Facebook Marketplace, and people bought them. But it was my time in construction and home building and those kind of things where you do give closing gifts that I got to see what you get as a closing gift.
Okay, so tell me, you were in construction?
Yeah, so when I first moved out here.
Did you see my facial expression
Yes.
change when you... What?
It's actually
See,
what I thought I'd
just-
do for the rest of my life,
But that's,
to be honest.
I mean, I thought that's, you were there for your mom this whole time. I didn't know
Yeah.
that you actually
Oh, yeah.
worked outside of,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Full time, yeah.
Wow.
So I worked for a flooring company when I first moved out here. Started as a temp, they hired me full time. I was there for 3 years,
Wow.
which then working within that flooring company with the local builders, they were like, we want you over here on our side. So it's kind of like, okay, next step to go to the builder side as opposed to the trade side. And so I spent many years at a local home builder here. And that's
in the sales office then, or
so I actually did warranty. So I was
Oh.
one of 2 women only to do that, right? Going in and out of their people's homes for the year of their warranty, kind of doing some caulking jobs. I did a little paint touch up, doing all their 1-year warranty inspections. And then when I did have cancer, that kind of shifted, and then I couldn't be in and out physically in people's homes and stuff like that. So they shifted me to purchasing.
I was going to say that would be a boring job.
Again, what do you do? It's a lot of numbers there, Sandy. So I think that was just not a good fit. And I had to learn that whole new role while home, right? Because we couldn't be in person.
Yeah.
So that was challenging too. And then kind of went into trucking. I was a trucking boss up in Denver for a little over a year and a half. So that was fun and exciting.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've loved the construction.
CDs?
No, I didn't drive them. I'm not that awesome. No. I pose in front of them, and I did all the managing of them, right, of the fleets and stuff, and the drivers. I managed all the drivers. Yeah.
And it was just a local fleet company?
Asphalt. It was an asphalt company, and they were opening up. They saw the niche that, well, we are paying so much trucking, why don't we do trucking internally? And so that's how I got hired on and started doing the trucking side of
But up in
things.
Denver?
Yeah, it
So
was
you
crazy.
live down here?
In Fountain.
Oh my goodness, in Fountain.
2 hours.
So that was
Each way.
2 hours?
Yeah, they were in the heart of Denver, yeah.
I don't even know what to say with that.
That's why it didn't last longer than a year and a half.
A year and a half is awesome though. For
Yes.
that,
Yes.
You must have, at that time, did they have books on tape or, okay, I know I'm old. I just discovered that yesterday. Whatever. And she's looking at me, books on tape. Podcast?
I had hooked on phonics growing up, so that's a book on tape. So I'd like to think I'm somewhere around there. I understand it.
But did you listen to a lot of podcasts then?
Yeah, I listened to a lot. I mean, you had to learn all of the OSHA. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Not
So
really, but I learned a lot, right?
Yeah.
I learned a lot about myself,
Yeah.
how to manage, right, other people. So
Yeah.
it was a very good learning experience out there.
So then with the pandemic, you were kind of stuck at home.
Yes,
And then that's
all
how you
remote.
started. Just
Yeah, and then I just
Try to
started
bring
doing
joy.
it. Yeah, bring joy within the office. So if it was a coworker's birthday, I would make a basket, right? So,
Yeah.
and then it kind of led into, we're like, oh, well, can you make me a basket? And then it was just kind of like that spiral effect of, oh, my friend actually does baskets. If you just pay her, she'll go and do it. And so it just started to grow more and more in that circle. And once I networked as much as I did, I was still doing the baskets on the side while still being at that time I was in restoration.
oh boy.
Yeah, that was fun too. It's a real fun job.
So different kinds of. I mean, you actually went from. I mean, it almost sounds like you were willing to try anything.
Correct. In the construction. I love construction as a whole. Home building, restoration. I mean, you're dealing with people in a crisis, right? So I like to bring joy to people, obviously, so and calmness. So I felt like that was a good fit.
Yeah.
But that has just built my network, and that's kind of how it just led in with people supporting me in my basket business, people who didn't even know it existed. And that's kind of how it happened.
Wow. Because you have spent so much time with her, has she been able to share a lot of stories of what was going on in her life when she was growing up?
Yes.
I mean,
so I actually have a book about it, and it's called like Her Story.
Yeah.
And you get it prompts all those questions. I'm not afraid of death, never have been. I've been growing up around it since I was little. So I know this is a rare opportunity, and I've had so much grief in life that I've learned that this is a really rare opportunity to take advantage of learning the stories for myself of how she felt growing up as a mom, and just her stories herself, right? And so I've been able to capture that, and I think that's been really cathartic for both of us. We've had a up and down relationship throughout our lives, being the parent and then the daughter, and then that role is very tricky.
I'm sure it's changed
flipped.
a lot when you became the caretaker.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
of
course, she's still her mom, right? I know anyone that's a mom would say they'd never stop being a mom, and I know that's true. So I appreciate it a little bit more at my older age, right? Where before I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, okay, I love you, Mom, and make sure that I get those hugs and the kisses and say the I love yous, and really understand how short life can be.
Well, and going through something like that with the prompts of questions and things like that, I'm assuming that actually helped you with even the relationships that you're in now. Can we talk a little bit about your breast cancer situation? Are you okay with that?
That's fine.
How long ago was that?
So 2019. So it was June
right before
COVID. So it was June of 2019 that I had DCIS breast cancer. So essentially, it's just where most of the cancer sits within your nipple.
Oh wow.
So it was pretty extensive, and it was pretty quick of a process. I do thank God that I didn't have to do chemo radiation. It was very quick. It was found out in June. By August, on my birthday, I was having the mastectomy, and by November of that same year, I was doing the D-flap full reconstruction of that breast. So it was a little over 6 months of recovery time from both of those.
Was there a lot of, because you were a caregiver for your mom, was there a lot of difficulty with that whole situation then too, where with your recovery, I mean, she probably was more understanding. I don't know. I've never been a caregiver like full time.
Yes.
You know, I've only been like, when my kids get sick, it's like, oh my God,
I gotta do this. I guess I gotta maybe some soup, some Motrin.
It really isn't that bad.
So I'll rewind for you. So we lived together for 2 years, my mom and I, when she first came out here, and we had a lot of difficulties finding. At that time she had a morphine pump inside her that was attached to her spine. There was just so many things that she had.
So the car accident really did some damage to her body.
And so coming out here, it was just really hard to find doctors that they wouldn't even fill her pump. So she was not getting that taken care of for almost 2 years. And so she had to move back to Florida to get all those doctors back to try and get her where she needed. And so she moved in with my aunt at that time.
Okay.
And so
she said aunt.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is that bad? I don't know. Are you used to people calling them an aunt?
Yes.
No, there's a difference. I say my aunt.
Sorry.
I can bring out my Spanish side and call her Tia, but I'm not. I'm gonna say my aunt.
Are you Spanish?
I'm
right?
Puerto Rican and Italian,
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
hablo poquito español. Yes.
I wish I could twirl my tongue like that, but
I'm sure if you practice, you'll be fine.
I'm sure I can do. I heard that's the first step.
It is. That was actually pretty good. I know people who are Latin that don't sound like that, so good on you, Sandy. You're already a step ahead.
Let's go back to your mother. mother.
So I didn't have her when I was going through the breast cancer. She was already back in Florida for, so I just recently, she's been here just a year, that I brought her back with me. There was some very unfortunate circumstances going on, some elderly abuse, and so I just said, no, you're gonna come stay with me. So for a good 10 years, I haven't had to.
You've just had more of a long distance. Well,
yeah.
I admire you because I know that's the 24/7 stuff is difficult sometimes.
Yeah, I think the panic of, I actually was just telling Diana, like the panic that I get sometimes where sometimes she'll take off her CPAP machine or something. And I've had this since I was a little girl, right? Because we've always been trained to think she's going to pass already.
Yeah.
Like we're 3 decades over that. So thank you.
Wow,
but just checking if she's breathing. I'll just sit there and stare sometimes and like, is she breathing? Is she not breathing? What is she, so I think that's the part that I have to try and, as a caregiver, try and get through, like the mental side of things, because it's not just a random person I'm caregiving for, right? It's my mom. So it does make it a little bit harder in that aspect of things.
What do you do for fun?
I have awesome fun friends. So I try to do now, right? Exactly. Recently. So just I love to do concerts. I love to do yard work. I know that sounds very boring.
I have a yard person now.
Yeah. She's like, I got some weeds for you.
I'll just come sit with your mom.
Yeah. Yes, I do love that. I have a corgi, so I love going outside and playing with my little corgi. She's a lot. She's like 10 dogs in one, so it's fun times.
Young? Oh.
She's 8 already.
Oh, yeah.
But she's like 8 months in her head. So yeah, she's still very vibrant of a dog. So that's good. Yeah. Just hanging out with my friends, pouring into my business, right? I think when you're a small business owner, you just don't ever stop. The ideas never stop. You just never stop, right?
Yeah.
Working. Sometimes you're up in the middle of the night doing baskets because you just spent the whole day taking care of somebody else. So for fun, I just have to find moments, right? With friends and stuff like that. I do love to shop. That is the benefit of my business. So
you
that's
need
fun.
some help with that?
Yeah, I do. I love when other people come with me because it's so cool to see them like, oh my God, wouldn't this be so cute in your basket? This would be so great. So I love to see like some of my friends who are like near and dear to me that I see their joy.
Yeah. Well, and then you get other ideas too that you don't even think about when you've got somebody else around you that
thinks differently.
Yep. We all do, right?
Yeah. So that's always a fun little time.
So you said that you and your mom watch a lot of movies. Do you have a specific genre that you like?
We try to meet in the middle. I do love horror.
I was going to say, you're not a rom-com person, right?
Oh, I love rom-com.
Okay.
And I'll be crying. Yeah, no. Sometimes rom-coms are horrors, I think. It's like never going to be a reality. Like, that is never happening. We're not singing in the rain in the middle of but I'd like to just be a hopeless romantic in that era, right? Yeah. One girl can dream, but she likes like her sci-fi, and I'm not big on sci-fi, and so she's like, let's just do a comedy, but she doesn't like slapstick comedy, and I don't mind it. So we usually land on action and adventure. That's where we can both like meet in the middle. She can handle it and I can handle it, because then I'm like, oh my God, Mom, like I gotta go. She even watches foreign films sometimes, and I'm like, if I have to read for a movie, I might as well read a book. What are we doing? I don't. That's not watching a movie. Like, that is too much work. So, and she loves musicals.
Well, when you get older, those subtitles.
I know. I'm sure they do. But essentially, she's got one good eye.
Tired and you're watching it in your bedroom, Rewind. What did that word say?
Yeah. I can't understand them. Yes. Yes, but it's joyous, right? We do love a good action movie. Yeah, that's about it.
Now, do you wait for them to get out on the apps out there, or do you actually? Because we don't have, the rental, that we can just go pick up the VHS tapes anymore. Okay, VHS is older, so the CDs. For all of you that, you know,
I had VHSs and I love it. I still have a VHS tape. My mom's got a million VHS tapes she won't part with. So
yeah. So have you gone through that pile yet?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, ooh, you got some. This is probably gonna be worth some money, Mama. I like it. But yes, it's always
one's
good.
not even open.
Yeah. She has a lot of those. CDs,
I'm pretty
DVDs
sure I
too.
do too.
Yeah,
because you know it's going to be worth money someday.
Yeah, but I look back and I'm like, if I would have kept my rainbow braid, if I would have kept all these nostalgic things that are like worth so much money, I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, do I become a hoarder and pack rat, or do I just let it go? You know, I'm like, gotta weigh the options. But yeah, I do love watching movies. That is a favorite thing for me.
Nice pastime.
Yeah.
And do you like to bake? Or no, you said you like to eat. Sorry.
I like to eat. I don't know how to bake
for you.
I know, and it's so sad because that's my mom loves to bake. You know, every now and then when she's feeling a little bit good, she bought all these kinds of things to do it. But she loves to bake. She loves making pineapple upside down cake, and every year we don't do birthday cakes. I'm not a big fan of cake. We've always had brownies, and she makes the best brownies. But
with the crispy edges,
it's my favorite, and I get the corner every time. But yeah, I don't bake. Luckily, one of my best friends, she's a baker, so you know I lucked out in that department. Although when I do get diabetes, she will get that bill. But outside of that, no, I know how to cook, but I don't like to. So I do obviously cook my mom's meals, and I do all those things. It's not that I can't.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Easiest, because you know
easiest,
always looking
manwich. Sloppy Joes.
Yes.
So good. I mean, that is. If you burn that, you got
I have my
problems.
5 staples when my boys
Okay,
come home.
what is
Okay,
it?
well, I'm not gonna say.
They're all like meatloaf.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
I love meatloaf.
Especially when you put egg in the middle of it. Have you not ever done that?
No.
Yeah. Hard-boiled egg in the center. It makes it bigger. I mean, like more to go around, right? And.
I need that recipe so that someone else can make it for me. It ain't gonna be me. How's that? I'm not doing it. No, I don't. Not that I can't. I just don't like to.
Yeah, unfortunately, I used to cook a lot, but now it's just kind of like what's the easiest.
Right.
You know.
But has it ever been your passion?
When I'm doing it for somebody else, myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just like
me. A bag of chips will just be fine.
This is good.
Or a package of cookies.
However that works.
You know, the ones that are small, you know, and they just kind of melt in your mouth.
Yes.
We have a friend that actually.
I know.
Love her baked goods. And everything she starts, it's like, oh, that looks so good. I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, I say every time it's my new favorite. Every single time.
Yeah.
So they're all my favorite. It probably shouldn't be, but they are.
You actually are part of a lot of different organizations that you actually contribute to. Do you want to talk about some of those nonprofits that you help out? Yes.
So the first one I started with was the Gold Star Valor, and that's with Sammy Vasquez, and that's obviously a very important place for me. My husband was in the Army, and he was a veteran, and so that one that's kind of where I started because I knew him as a friend and all those type of things, and I learned quickly, okay, I really want to, how do I get involved with nonprofits? How do I streamline that into my business? How does it, just giving them that space.
Can you talk a little bit about that one though? Because I'm not sure if a lot of people know about that.
So it's what he does. He owns, on the other side is the Delta Security Systems. So he does obviously security systems commercially and residentially. But what his nonprofit does, especially for Gold Star spouses and that kind of stuff, when their spouse passes, he will go and their nonprofit will donate that service to them, so they don't pay for anything. He goes in, he installs all the equipment.
Wow.
I was recently a recipient of that, so I've been super grateful for that. I love that because security is important, right? I think especially if you're a widow or you're by yourself or you have children, that is a priority, right? So I love that that's what that does. It kind of gives security and safety back to those families who you know, have lost quite a bit.
Wow, that's, I see, and I of course have heard about it.
Yeah.
But I just didn't know exactly what it was that he does.
Yeah.
For that.
Yep. The most recent one we're working with is Maker Minds, and I'm super excited for that one. They're going to be our nonprofit for Diana's Eye and Donna's Next Mixer, and so they work with young entrepreneurs. And it is super cool what Chad and Leah are doing in that space for that nonprofit. So
is there an age range?
I'm not 100% sure the age range for Maker Minds. I want to say it's probably elementary up into maybe 17, 18 before they get into high school or after they're
so
out
they
of high
kind of
school.
know by the time they're out of high school, or by the time they graduate, where they kind of are, where their passion is.
100%.
Instead of going off to college and going, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up. That's kind of neat. I didn't even hear about that. See, I'm glad I asked you for.
Yes. I actually brought one of their coffees because he does do coffee and he has the Maker Mind on there. But I will gift that to you. Their coffee is really good too.
Oh,
but yes,
I'll take a picture and share it.
Yes, that would be great. I think nonprofit is so important. I mean. Being friends with Mel, I think it's kind of hard not to fall in that space as well.
Yeah.
So it's just very meaningful. It's something very important to myself and the people I do business with. So nonprofits, I think, are just so big in the community.
Well, and have you always been part of the nonprofits, or just since you started doing baskets?
Since I started, feeding the homeless and those kind of things, because that does feed my soul, is to give back to the community. But it wasn't until my baskets and I said, I could do something, or people presented like, what would you be willing to donate? And so that's kind of how that came about, and I love it.
And do you have people that actually do donate to help you with filling your baskets? For something like that, I would think that would be ideal for, when there's an event like that you can actually gather.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of where Mel with World of Hearts came in, not only as a friendship, but as a partnership in that sense, was just kind of, it just flowed, right? Where she's like, I have all these people and local companies that want to help, and she has her own shelf in my garage fully stocked of things, and so we have one this evening, and so that's a cat and dog basket that I did for that nonprofit. So it's super cool to really give back. But a lot of local businesses do just pour into us as well and say, I'd love to support that. So the community here has been really important to, I think, all of our successes.
So age ranges of what it is, when people reach out to you for a basket, what is it that is, I guess, the hardest basket that you've ever put together, but also the most fun?
Yes. So I'd say the hardest basket so far was one I just did a couple weeks ago, and that was for the brother-in-law. He was a brother of the sister, and his sister lost their home in the Aspen fire. And his nephew was actually a firefighter who's still fighting the fires. But they lost their entire home.
Oh, wow.
And so that one it took a lot, right? I was emotionally, but I was also really trying to sit in that of, what do you give somebody who lost everything? What do you don't give them kitchen things? What can I give them in this moment that is comforting, right? So that it was actually challenging, and it was very emotional. It was like a whole gambit of things.
So you really just sit in the thought process of what's the most perfect thing. Wow. Yeah,
I wanted it to be intentional, and they knew that I care, and they did reach out to me and thank me personally, the person who received it, which never really happened. So the fact that I got that, right, I don't want to get emotional now, but it was very emotional, and it like ignited more in me of just why I do what I do. And I know some people think, it's just a basket, but when people gift something, especially in those kind of moments, it's the thought behind it. It's not even so much what I'm putting in it, right? That one has to be the hardest, most challenging, most rewarding, but my most memorable. My funnest one, That's a hard one. I do some really cool, fun ones. Mel has challenged me to do a Big Lebowski's one, and I'm excited. So I'm like, that one sounds really cool. But I did do one for a friend.
But what will that be, though? I mean, what kind of?
You'll have to see, Sandy. Don't want to give all my secrets away, but I am excited, right? Like, exactly, what will that be? You know, watch the movie, girl. I'm gonna be watching the movie and really be intentional of how cool I can make that, right? The other one was I did one for Valentine's Day that was really cool. It still sticks out to me. It was one of my good friends, and her mom was from Okinawa, and so I did like this cherry blossom theme and Okinawa tea that I was able to get and order, and so it came out so pretty, and I really love that. So I just love that people think outside the box when they give me ideas. I've yet to do a divorce one, so I mean, I'm all for it. I think that could be real fun. Maybe not for the divorcee.
Divorce
I am not. I prefer the wedding ones, but you know.
I did just have coffee with somebody a couple days ago that actually I could hook you up with, because I think she actually works with people that have been through divorce.
Yes,
but I will have to connect the two of you. Because
I'm all for it. You know, some people go and party their butts off, and other people, exactly right. It is. It's not a pleasant thing to deal with, but yeah. I'm up for whatever you want to challenge you want to give me.
Well, okay. Yeah. Now I'm just gonna sit in the quiet and figure out, what kind of basket do I want to give people?
Yeah.
Sips and stories or coffee? Yeah, sips.
Yeah. Just sips. No stories.
We can add on stories.
Yes, that's fine.
All right, well, I'd like to open it up to the audience if you're open for that.
Of course.
Anybody have any questions? Yes.
I'm the only one. I just want to ask, because you help so many people as a caregiver and as a business owner with these incredible baskets, how do you stay so positive all the time? Because you must be so busy all the time.
That's a good question. Some days are harder than others, right? I just feel like God has repeatedly shown me how quick life can be, how fleeting those moments are, and I feel like if you don't approach them with joy, what's the purpose? So I try my best to find the silver lining in everything and just try to stay positive. I mean, that's my business. I give the gift sometimes in the most celebrated times and sometimes in the most hardest times, right? But I think that's just an innate thing within me. And maybe it's a defense mechanism, I don't really know. But I think at the heart of who I am, it's just, I am a joyous person. I do find joy in life. I mean, it's a very brief moment we're here, so you gotta enjoy it. So why not enjoy it with joy and laughter and fun, and make other people around you feel that same energy.
So, and you do ship?
I do. Yeah, I don't express it as much as I probably should just because of everything going on, but yes, I do ship. I can ship.
Have you shipped a box
or
a basket like out, and what's the furthest?
To New York. So I shipped one to New York. I think as far as receiving an order from, I'd say the furthest I got was the United Kingdom. Somebody ordered a basket for their sister here in Colorado Springs.
Oh, that's
so that was super cool. I was like, I'm reaching UK. Hey!
Yeah. Where did they find you? Just online?
On Google, ChatGPT kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was pretty
exciting.
cool. Some Floridians have found me, so that's nice. Georgia. So I have received orders out of state. It's not all been locally. So that's always fun when I get some of those that they're not local to here. It's super cool.
And do you have like pictures of the baskets that you put together?
Yes.
You do have a website.
I do.
Yeah.
Yep. I have a website with all the photos. It even has my Loving Living Local segment you can watch there. So, all my photos are on there. I do post a lot on social media as much as I can, but I take a photo of most of my baskets.
Yeah, because you know that this is a good one. Every time you do one, you're like, ooh, this is gonna be good.
Yes. Yeah.
So you mentioned Lebowski's.
Yeah.
For a mixer.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So myself, Diana, and Donna are doing a remix mashup. So essentially, Donna does networking events out in Falcon. Diana and I have had 3 successful networking events here in the Springs, and so we said, why wouldn't we collab and bring both those worlds together? Since we've had so much success with it, and so we've picked Lebowski's, the new Lebowski's off of Powers, with Chad of Maker Minds, myself, and Donna. So we're super excited to promote that. It's going to be a really great event. We do encourage people to dress in the 90s. It is a 90s theme.
Very nice.
But it is 100% a mixer, just to come and mix. We don't do pitches. We don't do any of those things. We have some really great sponsors for that event. So
you're just bringing the community together, basically.
Yes.
And
this isn't
it's not like
anything
a networking mixer, or
it is, but essentially it's a networking mixer. Yes, I mean the goal is for business owners to come and connect. Specifically, this one to have Falcon, come out of Falcon and Colorado Springs to come and really merge those two. We believe there's some really businesses that should meet one another, right?
A lot of
some
synergy.
Exactly. So that's just kind of how it is. Where we do raffles, like I said, we have raffles for the actual, all of the proceeds to those raffles goes 100% to our nonprofit, which will be the Maker Minds. Diana, of course, makes her cookies. We're very much on theme. Diana and I love themes at our networking event, so that's why we have a theme for it. And Donna always gives first free drink and has sponsors, so we wanted to make sure that both of us were included in what we're doing here.
And this will be then the 4th one.
Yes.
And it just sounds like as though it's a monthly mixer that you're
quarterly.
doing, or okay, all right.
Yeah, so we don't want to burn ourselves out, right?
Yeah.
And so we just said quarterly right now is kind of what we can do within our businesses and personally. Will it grow to monthly? I mean, maybe, but right now we're happy with the quarterly.
Yeah. Well, and you can just come and have fun and
and I think
to
that's
put on any kind of airs, and that's what
that is correct, and that is something that I know specifically Diana and I have always looked for when we were networking. It's something we just couldn't find really, so we're like, make it ourselves. And so here we are. We're making it ourselves.
Very cool.
So yeah,
awesome. And then of course we'll put that out on. That's on social media most of the time.
Yep, it's already out. We have an Eventbrite.
Websites?
Yep. No, I don't have it on my website, but we do have an Eventbrite. We do have Facebook pages up for it already. So, and then again, it will be on Living Local, so that'll be good.
Yeah. So you can for those types of things that even if you can't make this next one, Eventbrite is where people should register so that they can.
Or Facebook. Yep.
Okay. All right.
So what's the lead time on baskets, and are there certain times of year that people need to be prepared for a longer lead time?
Excuse me. Yes, that's actually a great question. So my minimum is 48 hours. Have I done a basket in the parking lot? A 4-hour basket? Yes, I have. I don't like to promote that. I do like 48
Trust
hours.
me, I've gone to the store and went, oh, what's a good gift? Okay, that was good.
Yes. 48 hours I do say is minimum. Christmas is crazy. So I would say in Christmas, the week would be preferred because I do get a lot of bulk orders where people will, professionals specifically, want to give referral partners, 25 at a time. So, I mean, last year was, it was insane, it was interesting.
What are some of the industries that you actually help? Because I know that when we initially talked, or you even mentioned working with real estate agents.
Yes.
So you put together little baskets for
Closing.
Closings. Okay.
Yes. So closing baskets, I do a lot with lenders. They give a lot of closing baskets. Oddly enough, I do work with a lot of trades, whether it's HVAC or restoration. I work with a lot of different trades that banking. A lot of bankers like to give at the end of the year. I had one banker that said they did it last year and never again. He's like,
really?
Oh yeah. He's like, no, my people will never do that. Thank you. He's already placed his order ahead of time. He's
I
need 25.
That's what you mean, is that
He
it's
was having all his employees do it, and he was
Oh.
like, "That's not gonna work."
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
Well, because everybody has an opinion too. When
That is
the more
correct.
people you get in
Yes.
involved in a decision-making
Too many hands
process.
in that pot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, so that's really cool.
Yes.
Well, and I know that customer appreciation gifts are,
Yes.
and you are so talented that you can think outside the box too, like
Thank you.
meet with people and find out what you have you given in the past, and then you can sit in your quiet and
Yes.
figure out what else you can give that, is special to you that others might actually appreciate as well.
Yes, because some people get very vague. I had one person say she's joyful. That's what I had to work with.
The way you say it, it's
For
like
a thank
you didn't
you
even say
basket.
that with a smile.
And I was like, okay, let's work with this. Not even a favorite color, but I got you. They loved it, right? It came out great. You have to kind of discern. Sometimes I try to pick a little bit more, but some people give me paragraphs, right? That they love this and that and that and this and this and this and this and that. And so then I can generalize it, or I can, some real estate agents want to include the pets and the kids, and they want a stuffy and they want a toy for the dog. So it's fun, right?
Do you have a price range that you kind of, like a minimum that you?
Yes, 65 and up.
Okay. Yes.
So I know you do a lot of business with local businesses. Is there any particular business you would want to collaborate with on future baskets?
Ooh, that is a great question.
Was that a plant?
No. You would think so, but it's not.
That was a really
She
good
threw me off. That's a great question. See why I keep her around? Okay, so that's a really good one. I know she's done collaborations like Twisted Soda. And I want to collab with local coffee makers because it is my #1 seller, or teas, right? Just more collaborations with people locally that do sourcing coffee and teas. Just collaborating more with maybe more restaurants as well. That is a big thing. A lot of people like to give birthday gifts. Can you include a gift card? So I think just letting more people know that I exist, and collaborating that way. And maybe even now that I think about it, I think maybe like a spa, because I do a lot of spa baskets as well. That actually might be where I would love to.
Yeah. Are you
Get
a
some
member of
business.
any chambers?
I am not.
So my only recommendation is, of course, the Tri-Lakes Chamber.
Yes.
Join the Tri-Lakes Chamber, right? But the other thing too is that most chambers have a newsletter, right?
Okay.
And newsletters, if you get on that newsletter mailing, you actually get an idea of the new businesses that are around, as well as those that are celebrating, different years, celebrations. And so that, I'm always looking for, ways of providing ideas of how to reach out to people.
Yeah, I love that.
And with the chambers, I think that's one of the best things that I've ever experienced is, just knowing what's around in the community where I live, and then
Right.
also too, where I do business.
Exactly.
And it's just, so that could be an idea too.
Oh,
of,
yes.
finding the right ones that might work for you. But there's some ribbon cuttings and things like that too that all the chambers offer, for the businesses, and it's a good foot in the door.
For sure.
And again, if you get on the newsletters, on their distribution lists, you'll see when ribbon cuttings and all that kind of stuff is happening in any community. So I'm a huge proponent of any chamber,
Yeah.
but more geared towards the Tri-Lakes just because it's kind of my family up here. So. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody. Thank you very much for the studio audience for coming and hearing about Leah's story. I'm
Right.
hoping, I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to share before we wrap up.
The only thing I like to always people is to be kind.
Yes.
That's probably the best thing to people, and understanding that what I do is more than just giving a basket, right? It's the intention behind it and how much I actually pour into each thing. Every basket is intentional. Every basket has a story, just like you say. And maybe that's something I look out in the future of doing is basket stories.
Yeah, that's a great
but
idea.
yes.
Yeah. Leah, if you can tell everybody how they can reach you, if you have a website, your phone number, all that good stuff.
Yes, so I can be reached at leahsalloccasionbaskets.com. I have Facebook, which is same thing, Leah's All Occasion Baskets. On Instagram, Leah Baskets. My phone number is 719-281-2341, and that's how you can reach me.
Very cool. And
Yes.
thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for being on the show.
It was wonderful.
And we will see you on the next story. What's your journey? What's your story? And most importantly, what makes you thrive? We'll see you on the next story.
I was always stressing about when to bathe my dog. He was always getting so dirty and itchy after playing outside, constantly battling ear infections.
But then, Scenthound totally changed the game for us.
Now, I don't have to think about it. We go every month. They take care of everything. A bath, nails trimmed, ears cleaned, and teeth brushed.
Plus, they do a wellness check at every visit, so I always know how he's doing.
And the best part, he actually loves going. I swear he knows when it's Scenthound Day.
If you have a dog, take them to Scenthound. It's the easiest way to keep them clean, healthy, and happy.
DER Windows and Synergy Homes is your trusted partner in building, improving, and protecting what matters most, your home. With a commitment to craftsmanship and quality, their team specializes in new home construction, delivering spaces that are built to last and designed to fit your lifestyle. Beyond building, DER Windows and Synergy Homes offers a full range of exterior services to keep your property looking its best and performing at its peak. From expert stucco and custom stonework to durable roofing solutions, replacement windows, and efficient gutter systems, every project is handled with precision and care. Whether you're starting from the ground up or upgrading your current home, DER Windows and Synergy Homes combines experience, reliability, and attention to detail to bring your vision to life. DER Windows and Synergy Homes. Quality you can see, craftsmanship you can trust,